It was good. It was good. Fuller than I would have liked, but they started the work on our house, so. Yeah, all the stones getting torn out right now. Good morning and welcome to A1 Vacuum and Sewing's live stream for Tuesday, May 23rd. I said to Jeannie last night as we were talking about the fact that this weekend is Memorial Day. Jeannie was literally like, when is Memorial Day? Last night. And I was like, Friday we closed the store and we have Memorial Day weekend. We were talking about doing a little trip, which quite frankly, we're too busy to do, but I hope the date is correct. I think I got it right today. But Jeannie's like, we can't do anything for Memorial Day, and then she lists all these plans that we have for Sunday. I was part of making those plans too, but she was totally right. Just being like, your label says it's Thursday. Does it really? Man, I thought I changed it. That is for Thursday, May 23rd. That's so funny. That is so funny. I wonder if I can modify it real time. Their date, right? Wrong date. I swear to God that I changed it this morning. I changed the date and I changed the day to Tuesday. So I know we had problems with this. Let's see, Thursday. Let's see if we can edit title. We're going to change it right now. Tuesday.
All of those questions that you asked when I talked to you before, I still don't have the answer for.
So, save. All right. So that should be correct now. Keep it. It adds interest. It's kind of like walking into my shop. I'm always amazed people walk into the shop and they're like, your shop is so cool. I think just because there's like stuff shoved into every nook and cranny. When I walk into like old school bike shops that are like that, where everything's shoved into every corner and there's just like little treasures everywhere, I think that's really cool. Not to say that, like, for me, I just think the shop is a disaster. You can tell how busy it is by how dirty it is. So, yeah. So, regarding Memorial Day, we are closed for the Memorial Day holiday. And quite frankly, we kind of need it. It's going to be a very busy week this week. So we will be open through normal business hours until, I would say until our shipping window closes on Friday. And the reason I say that is I believe cuties are supposed to arrive today. It's not nice to swear. Did I swear? Or maybe I said I swear or something. I don't know. I don't think I swore. Maybe I did. I've been known to drop a curse word every now and again. But we will be open through normal business hours on Friday and then closed through the holiday this weekend. It does sound like we are sticking around, which is fine. I look at our life through the 22nd of June, which is where my kids go to college orientation. And I'm just like, man, it is full. I had a buddy who wanted to do a climbing trip this weekend, and I told him weeks ago, I was like, I am way too busy through the third week of June to even talk about doing some type of climbing trip or something like that. So that said, cuties are here. And so, it has been a little less busy in the shop, which has been a-okay because stuff has been arriving and stuff has been getting shipped out. We had a very busy National Serger Month. And then this month, things have been really busy with the XE1s, etc. That said, hey Jeannie, will you lock that front door?
Yeah.
Like right now.
That looks like Michelle Burrett to me. Is it?
It's not. But
Let me just.
so long story short, we will be shipping out cuties this week. That said, it may take us a couple of days. I think we have 98 cuties, books, and fabric kits to ship out. That's assuming they actually do arrive, which they're supposed to today. But we need to where's Poppy?
She's up there.
Let's bring her back here. She's destructive and needs to be created. So, for those of you who have been calling, wondering, could you put that on that side, please? So she has a place to lay down. They are here and they will be going out the next couple of days, but it is an awful lot of shipping.
They are here?
No, I'm saying they're supposed to arrive today, are they not?
Yeah, they're supposed to be here today.
That may mean they arrive tomorrow, given how things go with shipping, but
I think it'll be here. And
hey, Poppy, go lay down.
some of you probably got some shipping confirmation because Graydon was here on Saturday. So we got all the boxes ready to go. So we just have to pop your design in, seal it, and send it off. So they didn't go out this weekend, but they're like ready and set. And then I'm on it, except I'm really tired. Oh man. It's hard having dogs get up at that 5:45. I am
You
not
just
a
have to
morning
be
person.
disciplined to go to bed at. You have to be like ready to sleep at 10, and then everything's
I'm not
fine.
ready. That's when I started getting going yesterday, and I was cutting kits, and I did a recording yesterday of we need to bring this home tonight. I recorded I started Everett's Cottage, which you will not be getting yet. So Everett's Cottage isn't supposed to ship to me until the end of the month, and then you're supposed to get it the beginning of June. So if you have purchased it, you're not getting it yet. We get it before you. The dealers do, so we can kind of stitch out a sample. So but I started last night. I did a prep video where I showed you how I prep my fabric, how I prep with the Shape Flex, and then I had a catastrophic event with my Oliso. So, and I kind of wanted to talk to you about that because I know a lot of you have Olisos. If anyone,
her room is so nice right now. Like, it made such a huge difference.
Cindy, I'm loving my room. I was a little resistant. Patrick talked about getting me furniture and switching me over to Unique Furniture. And I was like, it's just going to be a hassle. And then what is it going to do for me? Like, I love my koala cabinets, so why would I even bother? Is what I was thinking. And like, you talked about switching me over probably for like
This
a
is
year.
like like I'd say probably almost 2 years, like ever since I first started delivering that stuff.
So he taught, and I was like, no. I was like, I'm happy. I like what I have. And I loved my koala cabinet. I didn't realize, I just don't, with all the new storage, all like in the hallway outside of my room, there's just like plastic container after plastic container after drawer after like box after, there's so many things that I was able to get rid of because of the drawers.
And how much stuff was lost in the bottom of those? Like
I didn't
those
really
were like
have
6-7 inch deep drawers. So
Yeah.
they either weren't full or there was stuff lost.
Did you find treasures?
It wasn't, I didn't feel like I had stuff lost, like I knew what was there. But now I have, you know, a skinny drawer, all my thread and skinny stuff, a medium, and a big. And then all those little ones that I have, I still have space that there's nothing in there yet, which I will fill. Don't worry. That's what I do. But I had a ton of stuff on the top, little stuff. And all of that stuff now is in drawers, in organizers. I didn't realize how much, like, I think I was demotivated to work on some stuff sometimes because I had stuff everywhere and I'd have to clear it to the side.
It was hard to like find stuff. Like I walk in the room now because she's worked on it more.
I've worked on it more this weekend.
And so, like, it's funny because I walk in there now and I'm like, your room looks so good. Like, what was all over the floor that you'd be, like, stepping over and stepping around. And, like, there's a big open, clean space right now. That was the other thing, too, is we cleaned quite a bit as we moved stuff in that room. But it's made a huge difference. And, like, I've even gone... You know, you could, with the additional room, like you could fit another couple of storage units. Like if you move that storage, I was in there the other day, not talking to you about it, but I was in there the other day and I was like, you could take your 2 under cabinet storage units and actually move them under cabinet and you'd have room for 2 more storage cabinets where those go. And I'm like, and all that stuff.
A thread tower.
Or all that stuff that's stuffed over, like there is like a couple of bins that like Jeannie's working her way through. I was just looking at it going, all that stuff would have a home with 2 more storage cabinets or a thread tower. All of it.
The thread tower is the one that like, that one, because I'm short, so I like cutting low. Like just on the back of on the leaf, where my machine is, that's where I like to cut because like if it's higher for me, I struggle a little bit. So, yeah, I could do like a thread tower and then I feel like I'd have so much space because now I look at my shelves and I go, look at that. That's all buttons. That's all elastic. And all of that stuff could just go in drawers. And then, so I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I didn't think I was going to love it as much as I love it. And I love it even more.
It looks so good. It's like, it's just funny because like, so did she purge? Like she'll have to answer this one, but from the outside looking in, it doesn't look like she purged much other than useless storage containers, boxes, bins, like wheeled carts, like plastic towers. Like it just seems like
What's the square footage of my room?
I was just calculating. She is somewhere between 270 to 300 square feet.
So it's like it's a decent sized room.
It's a decent sized room.
And if you want, like Margaret, if you wanted to do a consultation, so I think people are sending, are they sending you like layouts of the room?
Let's talk about this really fast. So I had a bunch of people that ordered cabinetry probably 3-4 weeks ago. that reached out and were like, I want cabinets. We hadn't done the video yet. They knew the video was coming. And they basically said, I want the cabinetry. I know what I want. Can I get the deal? And so Pat and I had worked everything out. We got, yeah, I figured, like, I remember when we moved into the house, Jeannie's room is 18 feet wide by about 15 feet long, depending. Well, when you walk in, it's about 15 by 18. And part of that, like, there's some corners in there that would add and subtract some of that space. So I think it's conservative to think that, you know, it's about 300 square feet. So long story short, I've got 6 cabinets that were ordered probably 3.5 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, that are arriving. Jeannie, did Pat say he was coming this Thursday? This Thursday. So anybody that ordered cabinets that I've already gotten the order in for. So I've got some thread towers. I've got some under storage cabinets. I've got some units coming. They are arriving on Thursday. I've sold a couple cabinets, not a ton, but I've sold a couple cabinets since we posted the video. But Pat basically, you know, Pat's comment to me was, every time you post a video, I sell 100 cabinets. Not me personally, but like all his other dealers start selling cabinets too. Will you find and deal with Poppy? Poppy is something else these days.
Did you see the post Patrick posted? Because she's been in the yard digging holes, which is horrible, right?
Well, like little, like 6 by 8 holes. They wouldn't see it because I posted that to Out West Aussie.
So, but when you look in the hole, she has she puts like pine cones and twigs. It's like her little bowl of treasures that she finds in the yard.
Well, and it's funny because she obviously goes and looks for stuff to put in the hole. So she digs the hole and then she runs around the yard and picks up anything she can find and goes and puts it in the hole. So,
it's so cute. I can't even be mad.
No,
every time she does something naughty, I can't even be mad.
Lay down.
Did you get rid of a lot of stuff?
Well, we already answered that. So so Pat, in my conversation with him today, essentially said, I know how things go with you, where you tend to do these large orders kind of all at once. And he goes, what I'm going to do to accommodate you is I will deliver 3 cabinet sets to you. Like, I'm basically going to schedule you for 3 cabinet sets for the next number of production cycles. So if anybody's interested and you talk to me, Pat really wants me to have everything written down and scheduled by Thursday. But if I were to order it this week, I'll have it for you in 4 weeks. So he's basically creating the space for me and she's got to go in the crate. Like, literally, she's just tearing stuff apart. So, he is Poppy. Like, unreal. She is something else right now. No.
What does she have?
This. Come on.
She finds treasure.
That's not treasure. That's like, nope. I'm going to eat a bunch of plastic. And yeah, it's her stash. So if anybody is like really thinking about it, I've had a couple people send me pictures of their rooms. I'll be in touch with you this week for sure. But if anybody's thinking about it, wants to talk about it, wants to negotiate, figure out what we can do, anything I order this week, I will have really like 3rd or 4th week of June. And then anything beyond 3 cabinet sets will be after that. So like essentially like anything that I don't order this week, and I generally have some leeway, like But anything that I don't order in this batch that I order in June, I will essentially be able to order for a delivery in like early to middle July. So, yes, I think what you should do is take a 360 picture, Margaret, and then come in and see me, and we'll figure out the best space of your room. You can never go wrong with more storage, especially items with drawers. And these drawers are infinitely usable. Like, I can't wait to see the dividers that he brings to you. And then the other thing that we're going to do is Pat and I were talking about the faces.
Oh, you did talk about that.
Yeah. And so it's probably not in this batch, but in June.
Did you talk about hooks?
He basically is like, do whatever you want.
Okay.
So like that's up to us, but like the bracket on the back wall of the cabinet.
Did you talk about that?
Yeah. And then the bracket on the back wall of the cabinet, and then the faces are probably going to happen in June. So we're going to show you guys some stuff that we can do with this furniture too in June. That's going to be really, really cool. I did have somebody reach out. How tall is the thread tower? I believe it's like. Will you go measure it?
I can see over it.
But I think it's 47.5 inches. Will you go measure it really fast? And measure the top too, like depth and width. And it's on shipping blocks.
It's on I'm just gonna pull up my computer. I looked up all this stuff last night.
There's going to be some cool stuff that we show you with this, but I did have somebody reach out that was like, all the cabinetry in my room has this hardware. Pat basically said if somebody has hardware they want to use, have them send pictures or part numbers for the hardware. We can basically put that hardware on their furniture or drill the pattern for that hardware. So the thread tower, I think, is either 37.5 or 38 inches high, and it ships on cutting blocks or shipping blocks. Most people, 24 by 24 by 48. Yep. 24 by 24 by 38. And once again, like it's funny, I didn't realize they were putting prices on their website. Don't look at the prices on the website. Call me because you're getting better prices from me. So in any case, anybody interested in cabinetry, if you want it sooner than later, talk to me this week, preferably by lighting? Thursday. I haven't talked about lighting yet.
Let me see if I got a response. Okay. So half the responses we got from that video was about the lighting. And the lighting has changed my life. It really has, because it's
literally when we got that lighting, Jeannie started sewing more. Like
I couldn't see before. Like I had outlights and I thought my outlights were great, and these are like 10 times better. So I reached out to Daylight to see if we could work through some special pricing. So maybe what we'll do starting tomorrow is we'll show a light, and then they're not cheap. They're not out of range either. And so maybe we'll do a light a day, and that way I can figure out how much to order. Or maybe we put them all up and then figure out our order and figure out what kind of pricing we can get. Because that's kind of what we need to do to see what I can offer you, because I want to give you the best pricing.
Well, and like that's really what we're trying to do is like we have a set supplier for a couple of those lights, the luminous light, which is their top of the line and quite frankly is their nicest one. We didn't have a great resource for, so we're figuring that out right now. Let's see. Thread tower. How many threads can go in the thread tower? Did Gail Cran tell us that she put over 600 spools of thread in that thread tower?
I have no idea.
And that was a combination of king cones and mini cones.
Mm-hmm.
And king cones, not the tall, like long arm machine, but the like beer can size, like 5,000 meter spools. It'll hold. I think the official number is 880. I was just about to say that. And that's 880, 3,000 meter, 1 to 3,000 meter mini cones will fit in there. I think Gail Cram had said that she had, and it was a combination of the 5,000 meter and the 1 and 3,000 meters. She said it was over 600 that she got in there. And the design of the cabinet, this is something that like I don't think many people think about. Pat pointed it out to me. He's like, you can fill every drawer in the design of the cabinet. It will not fall over when you open the drawer. Like you can open it the whole way. And he goes, I've seen other companies' thread storage where it comes with a mount to like hold it to the wall. Cause if you, Alice, I've owed you a call, and like, just to be totally honest, I forgot last week, and I will call you. But that SIBO canister is life-changing. So what else do we need to talk about? Because I'm going to have to start getting to work.
If you're talking about shipping to the East Coast, I mean, that's like, how does that work?
That's with April Sadowski. Yeah, so I can ship. It's freighted. Part of what we did, it is reasonable because, quite frankly, I'll make less money to sell it to you at the same price. My freight cost goes up, but I know it's a kind of a special deal to deal with customers on the East Coast. So like I've been able to stay really close to my pricing. I just take a hit in my margin. So long story short, it's freighted. The freight company will deliver to your door or to the first stair, and then you're responsible with moving it from there. But part of the reason we did our video the way that we did it, do we have April's number?
Yeah.
Will you send me a note to call April? Once again, if I can get to it by Thursday and I can get you into that order, your cabinet would be delivered like second or third week of June. You're responsible for moving it once it's to the stair or to the house. But part of what we did in that video was show you how easy it is to move. Especially if it's a single story delivery. I've delivered several items at this point to Midwest, West Coast, and East Coast, and it's all been delivered just fine. It's very, very easy to move those boxes on furniture dollies or dollies. So what is the cheapest way to order all 12 Cuties fabric kits with backing fabric?
Who's asking that?
Aaron Malucci.
Aaron, will you, the cheapest way, I would say, because, just order it online. We'll put it all together and then we'll refund you whatever shipping is, we figure all that out. Like, I look at every time I ship an order, I'm not saying I don't miss something every once in a while. And if I do, you can always just email me and say, hey, because like Lila, we missed something on Lila's order. But you can always send us a note. But I look at where the kids are trained, I'm trained, Patrick trained. We look at all your orders and we put it all together. And then we go ahead and we refund you. So just go ahead and I might have issues with the backing because there's 3 fabrics that aren't available until June. I have everything to fill like what's been ordered so far. But there's just do your order. It'll be fine. We'll put everything all together and then we'll refund you.
And then
I would just do it online and put a note, say cheapest shipping, all kits all together.
So, and then also, Aaron, if you want both first and second, order now because we have 3 Cuties 2 July through December books not spoken for.
Oh, but I'm gonna get more, so don't worry. There's 3 that should be in this order.
You email me?
But we've sold. No, I forgot. I want a better head. Okay, call April.
I always joke that somebody was asking, like, how do you keep it all straight? And I go, I don't. I just go for what's closest to the money.
Patrick's a sales guy.
I go for what's closest to the money. And then once that's done, I go to what's next closest to the money. And then I go to the next closest to the money.
Okay, now you know the truth. He's spilling the beans.
Well, no, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, you need us to be here, right? Like, so somebody's got to think about money.
Yeah, because I don't. I'm like, I think, how can I save you money?
The Cuties books are supposed to arrive today. But
Cuties books are
that's
arriving today.
Assuming that we get it.
I got the autumn thread kits. However, if I could ship your autumn thread kits with your autumn stuff, and we'll go back through your orders and refund you, but or I can just ship them out now. If you have orders going out, I'll just ship them out with your order now. The autumn thread kits are really cute. I did a little sneak preview of the autumn stuff yesterday, and I was like, oh, it had the acorns. It had like felted acorns with the real acorn tops for the little squirrels to be holding. You know how they're holding them? They're so cute.
Okay. All right. So, a couple things. Regarding this furniture, I had an interesting conversation with a buddy who's a dealer in another location yesterday. And one of the things that he said to me was the price that you quoted. I had a call from one of his customers, and I quoted her a price on the cabinets. And he goes, that's what I pay for those cabinets. And I've had people that have emailed saying, I've got a local dealer. Not that I don't want you to do business with your local dealer. My pricing is normally better because my pricing is better. I think at this point, I'm Pat's largest or second largest customer. And we're doing a lot of kind of partnered stuff too, because that video we did is probably the best marketing video that Pat has for his furniture. So, for those of you that are on the East Coast that have emailed me or whatever, that's part of what I'm telling you too. Like, a lot of times, even delivered, like drop ship, my pricing is better. Like, my price was my wholesale price was $1,000 different when you added parts and shipping. That's just, don't hesitate. Call if you're in that first 3 orders. And quite frankly, I think I may have 2 of them. I haven't gotten the money yet, but there may be 2 orders already as part of that 3, but like, give me a call and we'll see if we can get you in to that June shipment or delivery. Let's see. Can you ship my scissors? Yeah, no problem, Cora. Although I think your thread tower is coming. What I might do is order, I think one of those thread towers is for you. What I might do is just order a thread tower as part of this next order. And that way I'll have one in the middle of June that's delivered, and I can sell one of the ones that's coming now. New Cuties books. Tell us more about the lights, please. So when do you want to talk lights? Are we going to talk lights tomorrow?
I mean, we could talk this light right now. I'd have to, I don't have it plugged in though. Should we?
We'll just show the light that everybody's seen the video.
They have not all seen the video.
If you haven't watched the video for the furniture, you should watch the video for the furniture.
It's so amazing.
Well, no, it's just, it really is enlightening on how this furniture works and why I've been talking about it as much as I have over the last couple of years. And then B, the lighting is...
Okay, this one will be probably our first special that we'll do. Okay. Is it... How can I get it? Okay. Well, you can't really see it right now because
Well, it's fine.
This is my first light that I got from Daylight, and this is called the Slimline. Things I love about it is, and we gotta plug it in so they can see.
It's fine. They don't need to see it right
Number
now.
one, it clamps. So,
it is available with a base and a floor base too.
Yeah, so you could get the base for it. That's, I want to say it's $50. Of course, we'll do some kind of special, but you clamp it on. And what is that? Probably 2.5 inches.
2.5.
Okay.
By the time you factor in, it may be more like 2.
So it just comes out like that. So I leave this clamped in.
And we have extra clamps, do we not?
No, we don't. When I travel, I take this with me because it's so easy and it comes apart right here. Just pull it apart just like that. And then this is all you're traveling with.
It'll fit in a suitcase.
Yeah. So this is all you're traveling with. You're traveling with this and you're traveling with the part that plugs in. Get the cord. But how nice is that? And you get so much light because this is what, like, I don't know, 18 inches. I'm guessing 18 inches, something like that. So, and it's gooseneck. So, another.
Is it dimmable? It's not.
Not dimmable.
It's not dimmable.
But do you see how it's like flexible and gooseneck? And the other thing is when it's plugged in, you can you sit back a little bit so I don't hit you in the phone? That'd be funny if I was like.
No.
Oh my God. I was mad at Patrick for like all weekend. It took me, because I'm a grudge holder. So it took me like, I just told him last night I wasn't mad anymore. Okay. So imagine this is like this. Look at all the area you can cover. It's like, you know that show, that Japanese show Wipeout?
Oh, it's like the Wipeout.
This is like Wipeout.
Yeah.
Did you ever see that? You can put it on one part. I mean, how much room is that? That's probably going to be like...
I've actually seen several installations where people have this folded down and that folded down and this shining in either at the front or the back of their machine.
We got to plug it in.
It's fine. It's fine.
It provides so much light.
It's bright.
It's LED, so it doesn't get hot either. So you could use it all day at like an event and then pull it apart and just stick it in your bag and it's not going to be hot. Is it dimmable?
I think it has two
I think
settings.
I think it might be dimmable too. And this is how I started. If you have a serger table, koala table too, it has a little spot, like a hole there that you just stick it in. That's made for this light. So it's purpose made for this light. You can't compare the light output from this with your outlights. And I can't say that because I don't know. Does outlights have new LED?
I mean, they might.
I don't know what but the lights
is...
I had, and so I don't know. I don't know the outlight line anymore. But it's amazing, and those are the lights that are going to be shining. So you get.
I have 3 outlights.
Yeah.
Nothing compares to this.
So Michelle said she has 3 outlights, and I had probably like, I don't know, half a dozen outlights. People would come over and I would get them out and we would use them. This one is amazing. This is what I have over my cut table, and then I can aim it. I can do interrogation. Where were you last night, Patrick? Why is there glitter all over your face? No, I'm just kidding.
This is not why she was mad at me. The juxtaposition of that. No, nothing happened.
Yeah, nothing happened. I show. What kind of pricing are we going to do on this? I'm thinking, can we, there's map pricing.
Here's where we run into a little, yes.
How are we going to deal with this sale? Because I'm going to go all in on this.
We're not talking about that right now.
Yeah, but I want to talk to them about it.
Okay, well.
It's going to be amazing.
Just make sure we make a little money.
Sometimes
I'm like, Jeannie, what are you doing? Why are you doing this?
Okay. What am I doing?
You're signing in and you're announcing a price.
Focus. So, what do you think our best price?
So
That's old MSRP. Don't announce those.
Well, so what is the current MSRP then?
I want to say current MSRP is $199 on those, but I'm not positive. So, okay, that's map pricing. $187.99
That's what was
is
listed
I know.
on Tacony.
I know. I know, but I just wanted to make sure first. They retail for $234.99. Map pricing is $187.99. I think we should do what?
$159.99.
Can we announce that?
Yeah, I just
We
did.
just can't write it.
Yes. So, long story short, the retail's $235, map pricing's $188. We're going to basically do $160. $159.99. So,
But we can't put it online.
so here's the thing.
Look at
This is
that.
going to be one of those situations where
We have to refund you.
we're going to have to refund you because we can lose our dealership for putting the price too low.
Okay. I'm waiting for them. So the other light, so everyone should have one of this. So just so everyone order it. You need it. It's your travel light. You go to an event. You go. How demotivating
So
is
Heather's
it?
saying that they're now 4-step dimmers on the slim line. The cord's about 6 feet long. The cord's kind of standard.
It says. I'm not seeing that. This model is the.
Slimline 3.
It's a Slimline 3. So I don't know for sure, but I'll put all the information on. And what you're going to do is, if you do purchase it, you're going to put it in your notes, special pricing.
You don't even need to do that. You'll get the refund.
Okay, we'll just give you the refund.
So, and we can email the special to you. We just can't advertise it on the site. So when we figure this pricing out and we get everything on the site and ready to go, we'll send an email out to everybody outlining those price. I would like to see all the lights before I order. Well, you can see the slim lines in the store.
You want to come in and see them?
We have a Lumi in the store too.
No,
don't
we don't. I took it. That's where, right? That's where. Okay, so I'll go ahead and do that. Now, the other lights.
We're working on pricing.
I'll talk to them today. There is the Lumi. I feel like the Lumi is like a great buy. And I'll get you pricing on that. That's the baby Luminous. The Luminous is the most expensive. And so I'm working on that. And I'm also trying to work out if we could do drop shipping to get it to you where it'll be cheaper. I told Patrick goes, do you know how drop shipping works? And I go, they drop it to the customer's house. And then we pay whatever they told us. And he goes, that's not how it works. I was like, really? So then he had to educate me. He goes, they charge freight. And then they charge another fee to drop ship.
They charge a handling fee.
So I sent a note to the rep yesterday. I go, my husband told me I don't understand drop shipping. Is this how it works? So I'm figuring out now because I didn't realize that. I thought you just paid an amount and they sent it to you.
Well, so
instead.
she was like, oh, that seems like a great charge. Like it costs us more to ship that. And I'm like, no, they charge us that plus the freight to send it. So, so we will.
Can we order these now? I'm gonna put it up right now. Let me find it.
Would
see if I have
this
it.
still be the best one for me? So, Kathy, the bigger question is the slim lines of. It's a great light.
I love the Luminous.
The Lumi and the Luminous are brighter lights, and so it'd be one of those things, Kathy, where if you were gonna buy one light, and not that money's no issue, but you could afford it, I'd get the Luminous. The Luminous is going to be the brightest light. It's the widest array. It's got, I mean, that's got to be a 4.5 foot articulating arm. So it gives you this like much, much greater flexibility. So it just comes down to how you're going to do it. If you were going to get one or two lights, I'd get a Luminous to light the area and a Slimline to light the machine. I've seen a lot of installations in customers' houses where that's what they've got. They've got a luminous or a Lumi lighting the whole table. And then they've got a slimline adding light to the area. And so it just comes down to your budget. And that's another thing that I would tell you is we could also kind of take a look at that and talk budget and figure out how to do that.
Yeah, because when we're talking about the luminous, those are expensive. So don't order that yet because I do want to figure out my best pricing. Let me figure out what they're going to do for me. And
It's
like,
OUS.
no, it's not.
Oh.
Good morning.
So let me figure out, because the luminous, they're $459.99. However, we're gonna figure out a great deal for you on that. The Lumis, what I love about the Lumis is they're a baby luminous, and those retail for
Those do not dim though. The Lumi, right? Does the Lumi have 2 settings?
I don't think it dims. I think you're just gonna have one setting for that, and those are gonna be a lot cheaper. Those are $249.99. That's the full retail. That's not MAP pricing. So let me figure out what MAP pricing is going to be. And then what we can, I know they don't. And then what we can do off of that. Like, let's figure out the best pricing. So, $240. We're going to have to figure out pricing on that. We're going to figure it out. So let me work on that today, and then we'll see. The luminous is like, it's
the light.
It is the light.
It's the light.
The light.
And like, I love the fact that like, so we've ordered multiple bases for multiple customers, meaning like all of these have table stands.
So Lumi's
Yeah.
two-step.
All of these have stand options. So we have customers that have the table stand, meaning, the table clamp. We have customers that have multiple table clamps so they can move the light. You just unplug, move the light and plug it into the next, like they just go into the clamp. Then we have customers that have the floor stand and the table clamp. So like they really are kind of the best lights.
So this one for the slim line, Betty, I'll have to look at the other ones. You know what? I'll bring mine in tomorrow. We'll have it set up and we'll do like a 2 and a quarter.
I'd say 2 inches is the best you could do. Because you need to be able to like actually move that to tighten it and stuff. I'd say.
Okay, so when you do this,
2 1/8.
It is 2 1/4, but you do need some room. This is for the slim line though. I think the other ones are going to be a little bit bigger. So let me figure that out too. I was also looking because they have some floor lamps. I know some of you need floor lamps. So there's floor lamps and there's table lamps. So I was looking at those as well to see what we could do. And when I talked to Daylight, they said they were going to send me some samples. We're going to do a giveaway.
No, it's not either. It'd be an additional cost to go with the floor stand. And it's the kind of thing where if you felt like you'd need the floor stand, what I'd probably suggest is that we get you the floor stand and then we get you an additional clamp because the actual table clamps aren't super expensive. That's it. I kind of got to get to work.
Okay,
Were we
we're
talking
outta
about
here.
anything else? We didn't do
Nope.
a giveaway. We'll do it tomorrow.
Did you talk to them about it yesterday though?
On Friday, I promised a giveaway.
Okay. We'll figure that out. We'll have a giveaway. Have a great day.